If you want it that bad, you will make time for yourself. This is my week 10 recap of The Artist Way. The theme for this week was recovering a sense of self protection and then searching out the toxic patterns we cling to that block our creative flow. The first little section was dangers of the trail. What I got from that little part, when we're clear about who we are and love ourselves for who we are, and are vulnerable with ourselves, we start to move more freely with ourselves and creatively. Sometimes we hold ourselves back out of being uncomfortable with expressing ourselves, or sometimes even using other things to block ourselves from progressing. Some examples that the book gave for different blocks were food, work, sex, alcohol, whatever. These are not exactly bad things, but when and why you do it is, or could be. When we start to have opportunities show up in our lives, we start to kind of get like uncomfortable with the progress we're making and get a little scared in a way and start to block ourselves to slow the progress. Again, it's not that it's bad, but it is something to acknowledge and kind of like get past that bad habit of like blocking yourself. This is something I tend to do. I'll be on a roll with working on like a project or a different skill, and once I notice that I'm starting to make more progress on that said project or skill, I start to block myself. And I think it's just out of being oh, I'm starting to do this every day, and then I get bored, or I'm like working too much on it. And with work, we're going into the next little topic, our next little section, and it was talking about workaholism. With working, and like I was talking about myself, like being on a roll with working, you sometimes we get addicted to work and we forget that there can be play in work, or just play in general. Um, Not everything has to be super serious, everything can be silly and fun and games. You just need to allow yourself to have that time. I've said this last week, or maybe other weeks, multiple times, whatever, but we have 24 hours in a day. You can make time for yourself. If you want it that bad, you'll make time for yourself. Determine what is a regular amount of work and what is overworking. Set boundaries for yourself, set boundaries with others, show up for yourself. Stop saying you have no time. Make the time. The next little section was a drought. Sometimes we're going to feel like we're in a rut and feel like nothing's going to come out of it. And you really just have to push through it. You cannot just, if we're in the desert, you can't just sit there and think things are going to happen. You have to go searching. You have to put that work in. Oh, I talk about morning pages all the time, and even in like separate videos on TikTok, whatever. Morning pages is so important because it helps dump everything out that comes to mind and helps us pinpoint where certain feelings are coming from. The last two little sections was fame and competition. So everyone wants to be famous, everyone wants to be seen, but fame doesn't always equal success. Be and get good at what you love doing, and you will find success in your own work. You need to like yourself before you try to get other people to like you. And you shouldn't even try to get people to like you. People will just like you because you are you. Everything starts with you. Stop searching for approval from others and approve of yourself first, just as you are. We put too much focus on other people's success rather than focusing on the work we have done and the growth we have made. We need to slow down and just take your time. You cannot rush becoming who you are. It'll just come naturally and slowly, and that is okay. And I've said this in past weeks multiple times, and I'll say this again. Enjoy the slowness, enjoy the process of getting good at something and working on something. Let go of expectations and make bad art. Just let yourself be. Just be. Just be a being. We're human beings, and you're lacking the being part. So, that is my recap for week 10, and now I'm finally going to start week 11 and stop slacking. The tasks this week were really chill. There wasn't that many. One of them that I liked was it had you make a list of things that you love or just kind of find happiness in. And I really liked it because, or what I liked about it was that it made me realize like a lot of the stuff that I do love or love doing, I don't do as often as I would like. And I need to get back to it. Oh, I just spit. The other one was the awful truth. So it had a list of different questions, and then it would ask you to say, like, tell the truth about that said question. And that also kind of just opened my mind up to who and what I put my time in, and yeah, if I'm putting that work. What else? Artist date. I did artist date. I went to their store again. And I was able to get stuff that I needed. I just needed like long sleeve shirts and stuff. And then, what else? Morning pages. I love morning pages. I actually just started my third journal, so I am writing every single day. I just don't post writing every single day because sometimes I'm not worried about taking a video and then posting me writing. You guys get the point. But know that I am writing every single morning 3 pages daily. So, but yeah, that is my recap for week 10 of The Artist Way, and now on to week 11 and 12. It's kind of crazy that I'm almost done, but this little journey has been really nice, and I feel like I've grown so much more. So, hopefully, or yeah, hopefully you guys read through The Artist Way too. Bye!